Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 2023 JA Pitch Your Company event. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stuart Younger. I am the Special Projects Coordinator at JA Southeastern Pennsylvania, and I'm a Program Administrator tonight. Well, for this program, and also our MC for tonight. Praise that. So tonight, what we have for you is we have 5 student groups / student companies. They're participating in JA Company program after school. And tonight, they each prepared a presentation sharing what they've done for the last couple of months and what they plan to do, their plans for the next couple of months. Each group's going to give a presentation, and then our VIP panel, who you can start to see turning on their cameras right now, is going to ask them a couple questions, and I'll ask them to introduce themselves in a second. If you're unfamiliar with JA Company program, it's a 13 to 15-week entrepreneurship program we offer as an after-school program for high school students here in Southeastern Pennsylvania. Students join a host site with a group of fellow students to start and run a business together. They're actually mentored by local professionals meeting at those mentors' offices. And I do briefly want to shout out our host sites and their sponsors. So we have Accenture in Center City, Aqua PA in Bryn Mawr, Pfizer in Collegeville, Resolution Life in Westchester, and SAP in Newtown Square. Now in JA Company program, there's really kind of 2 parts of the program. The first part of the program is students learn about business topics and brainstorm ideas for their startup. And then the second part of the program, students actually launch and run their business. So right now we're about the halfway point of the program, and we're roughly at that transition point where students have their ideas, they've brainstormed, they've got them ready to go, they've got them through insurance, and they're actually ready to launch their business and start selling their product or service. Obviously, each group is like a little different time pace. So some groups might have already launched. Other groups may still be trying to pull everything together, but that's totally fine. Everyone will be launched within the next couple of weeks. For our viewers, I recommend that you keep your phone handy. Some of our groups may use QR codes, so you may want to scan those or take a picture of the screen so that you can maybe go to a website later. I have asked each group to kind of share like an action for how you can kind of keep up with them for the next couple of months. And finally, I encourage you to stay tuned for the entire event tonight. I do have a very special announcement that I'm going to close out the night with. But before we begin with our presentations, I do want to give our chance for our VIP panelists to introduce themselves. So our VIP panelists are awesome people. They'll be asking our students some questions live here in the event, and then they'll take some notes to give to the students later for feedback as they kind of get ready to launch and have a successful business, hopefully. So I'll kind of just go the order I see on my screen. So Roger, if you want to introduce yourself, kind of tell us what you do as your day job.
Sure, thanks for having me. Hi, everybody. My name is Roger Lee, and I am the Director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at Penn State Brandywine. I'm also the founder and CEO of Roger Lee Arts. And again, I'm happy to be here. I'm really excited to work with our fellow VIP judges and to listen to the student pitches tonight.
Awesome. Thank you for coming. Samantha?
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Samantha Lyons. I'm the director of the West Gulf Fellows Youth Program at Vested In. We partner with Junior Achievement essentially to provide opportunities for youth as well. Ours starts in the form of an 8-week internship. So happy to be here. Really looking forward to learning about the businesses. I'm happy to be on the panel with the other judges. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you for being here. And finally, Oscar.
Hey everyone, Oscar here, alumni of the company program, so super excited to be back. Just finished my MBA in Innovation Management in the fall, and I'm currently leading revenue operations for Beeline, which is a small software company.
Excellent. And again, thank you for being here. So the way this is going to work is that we're just going to go through each of the 5 companies. I'll announce a company. You guys just share your screen, give your presentation. Then our VIPs will ask you a couple questions, and we'll go through until we've done every company. So with that, SAP, the group, you guys have the floor.
Awesome. I'm ready to share my screen whenever. I believe it says it's disabled at the moment.
Try now.
Gotcha. Everybody see okay? All right. Cool. Hello, everybody. I'm Nathan Fennell, and these are my teammates, Umber Singh, Michael Lyon, and Ashima Parnikar. And this is our company, Bonsai, affiliated with SAP and Junior Achievement of Southeastern Pennsylvania. Let's face it, our lives are packed full of technology in almost every part of our day. Be it a computer screen, a cell phone, or even a television, our eyes and minds can really struggle to catch a break. All of this has led to significantly increased stress levels through the population, and seems as though the trend is only on its way up.
Know that 47% of Americans admit they're addicted to their phones. Around 7 in 10 adults have experienced health impacts due to technology, and nearly half of the US population doesn't partake in any outdoor recreation at all.
Don't you wish you could find a little bit of time every day to dedicate to reconnecting with the beautiful world that all of this technology so often robs you of? Imagine a way to disconnect from the bustling industrial world of our age and focus on nature, all within your own home. It's time to choose sunlight, not blue light. Our product harnesses the healing, calming power of the ancient Japanese art of bonsai. Customers will receive an 8-inch tall Japanese juniper bonsai tree, pre-potted and ready to be trimmed right out of the box. Now, a bonsai tree is no ordinary plant. It's not as simple as water, sunlight, and go. Bonsai owners must form a bond with their tree, maintaining and trimming it into the beautiful piece of art that it will one day become. Our customers will be guided into a routine, interacting with and growing with their bonsai and their mental clarity, focus, and connection with nature. An instructional pamphlet will accompany the tree, walking new owners through exactly how to take care of their new tree. A link to an extensive library of bonsai tips and tricks on our website will also be included via QR code on the box and instruction pamphlet, as well as our social media hashtag, Sunlight Not Blue Light. We plan to create an online community of customers supporting each other through their own bonsai journeys, sharing both their plant's growth and their own growth through the process. Also available separately will be trinkets and charms to personalize and customize each bonsai tree.
Our drive is to reconnect modern society with its nature-oriented roots through the ancient art of bonsai, creating a routine of Zen and mindfulness for each and every customer.
But why would I buy this bonsai over others?
Our bonsai kit comes pre-potted and ready to trim. It's supported by a pamphlet and massive online library of information. It's even customizable and opens you up to an entire online community of other bonsai owners. This kit is more than just your normal bonsai.
These are also typically expensive, aren't they?
Well, our bonsai is significantly cheaper than customers may think, with a price point of $30 for the entire kit.
The thought of taking care of it sounds too complicated to me.
Well, our base bonsai is very easy to take care of by simply following the pre-designed routine available on our website and in our pamphlet. The only supplies necessary you probably own already, just a pair of kitchen shears for trimming.
How long will the bonsai live for?
Japanese juniper bonsai trees can be known to live over 100 years with the proper care. So, if you keep up with your tree, it may be around longer than you will.
In essence, our brand can be explained in 3 words: nature, escape, routine. Escaping technology. Leave the bustling world of phone and social media use and dedicate a part of the day to bonding with nature with this hands-on bonsai experience.
Connecting with nature. The maintenance routine of the bonsai tree requires more than the average houseplant, as these trees would turn into full-size pine trees without proper care. Bonding and connecting with a piece of nature in this intimate way is a critical part of our brand.
Daily routine. Bonsai trees require attention almost every day, with trimming, shaping, and watering becoming a daily, habitual routine for our customers to partake in. This allows customers to form a bond with their bonsai and look forward to reconnecting with nature and clearing their minds each and every time they maintain their beloved tree. Take a step away from the chaos and feel the zen. Purchase a bonsai kit today. Thank you.
Excellent. So our VIP panel, whichever one of you wants to go. Wait.
Guys, I think you did a wonderful job. It's always hard to go first, and I think you did well. I really like the price of this kit. I really like the idea behind it. I would just two things, right? I would ask you to consider is kind of picking the slogan. Right? I know that we had like the three-part one at the end, but I really personally think it's time to embrace the sunlight, not the blue light. Makes a lot of sense. And then along the lines of the blue light, I thought it was interesting that all your educational components are online. Right? So I would encourage you to think about possibly converting those to physical brochures or booklets or something so that people aren't spending extra time online and they'll be a little more pleased.
Awesome.
I can go next. Great job, you guys. I was kind of listening through it, like kind of how you float back and forth between the different voices on your team. I liked your slides. I think my favorite was the question and answer slide and the way you kind of went back about what doubts or fears your customers might have. One of the things that I thought about, I think Roger mentioned this, was that you have a product that you're trying to pull people away from online, but all of your information and everything was telling people to go back online. So I won't reiterate his suggestion, but well, I guess I will just to say, yeah, definitely think about sending something out with your product. And I know you guys said that you have the manual, but maybe you consider something that's a consistent, send out to keep pulling people away from that. I like the pricing and your taglines. The only other really small thing I would think was on your product slide, when you guys were giving that part of your pitch, I was kind of waiting for information to populate or your photos. I wasn't sure if it was just a lag on my side or if there was one thing and then we were kind of waiting for something on screen. And just because it's Zoom, people are likely to be looking at the screens versus kind of seeing you engage, which can be a little bit different when you're presenting. Other than that, though, I think this sounds really cool. It sounds very relaxing and calming. So great job. I would actually just wonder, how were you able to price your packages so low? That would be my question for the bonsai and the initial package. Or how are you able to get them so low and then hopefully still be able to turn a profit for your business?
So we were able to identify a bonsai wholesaler. They're based out of Florida. And I've been a really, really cool company. And we were able to negotiate with them and secure the potted tree, including the pot and potting soil and rocks and everything, for $14.99, which is really an impressive price. And basically, along with our packaging and everything, I think we're going to be able to stay right under the $20 price point and turn about a $10 profit every single product.
I guess that leaves me. So first of all, I love the idea. I think it's great. This is something that I would use. And I love the complementary products that you're selling with it. I think I have three things for you to consider. So the first is, I think that you need to explain a little bit in your pitch how the outcomes that you get from this routine. So I can kind of put it together there that this gives me something that gets me away from screen time. Maybe it makes me happier. Maybe it's a way to relax. Just like try to focus on what I get out of following this practice. And then in your slogan, you may want to consider the word escape. That made me think of like escapism, which doesn't always have a great connotation to it. You may consider something like transcend or something like that. And then you also put daily routine. To me, daily routine is like something, it's like a slog. You may want to consider like daily mindfulness or something like that. That's a little more positive, but great job.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And so our next group will be the group from Resolution Life.
All right, so I'm just going to share my screen really quick. All right, can everybody see that? Slides changing, everything. Okay, great. We have some smiles. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Emily, and I'm thrilled to have you all here to hear more about our student-led company this year, Tierra Amor. This year, we've been incredibly fortunate to have a team of 12 passionate high school students from all across southeastern PA, many of which are here with me tonight. As mentioned before, my name is Emily Considine, and I'm the president.
My name is Meghna Chinrayan, and I'm the marketing representative.
My name is Nandika Gajendran, and I'm the finance representative.
My name is Samshita Maram, and I'm the finance representative.
My name is Mayusha Singhal, and I'm the sales representative.
And today, we want to tell you all about our newest product, our sustainability kit.
When we first started working together, we knew that it was important to us as a company to create an environmentally friendly product that not only serves consumers, but our planet as well. We dove into research and found that more customers than ever are concerned about shopping in an eco-friendly way, yet the environmentally friendly products they were buying tended to be over 75% more expensive than conventional products. Seeing as we wanted to find a way to introduce sustainability to our customers without breaking the bank, we devoted ourselves to creating a kit that would provide consumers with high quality products and a deeper education into how their purchase is making an impact, all while marketing it for less than half of the traditional price of similar kits.
So with all of that in mind, we began crafting our sustainability kit, which comes with 5 items neatly packaged in a box that can be used to store your items or recycled on arrival. To start off, we have a small bamboo comb that reduces frizz and has a smaller carbon footprint than plastic brushes. Next, there will be a set of 3 reusable travel bottles, which can be refilled or taken on the go when traveling. A tote bag can help customers steer away from traditional plastic bags when grocery shopping, or can be taken with them every day to school or work. Our phone wallets can be stuck to your phone case to provide easy access to your ID or credit cards. And the silicone material serves as a more environmentally friendly alternative to plastic, requiring no non-renewable oils in production. Our package of 3 metal straws is a great alternative to the nearly 500 million plastic straws used each day. Altogether, these items from our sustainability kit, which provide practical, eco-friendly swaps.
We chose to create a sustainability kit to promote a greener earth. Getting started to live a sustainable life can be expensive, so to ensure that everyone can be introduced to sustainability in a financially friendly way, we wanted to compile products perfect for our target market of 14 to 30-year-olds that serve an effective swap to dorms, apartments, and homes. With each box being sold for $25, it sets at an affordable price for students and families.
To convey our goal of helping people become more environmentally aware in their daily lives, we worked as a group to form our unique brand based on helping the environment and creating long-lasting, meaningful change. Knowing this, our mission is to create affordable sustainability kits to help our environment. We are working to inspire people around us to increase the amount of sustainability in their everyday lives. To reflect our mission and vision, Tierra Amor is managed with these values.
First, we're passionate about sustainability and looking to spread environmental awareness. That's why when searching for products to fill our kits, we purchase from companies that offset carbon emissions with every delivery and had recyclable products. We want to ensure that we aren't just using sustainability as a buzzword, but can truly prove to our customers that when purchasing from our company, they're shopping smart. As a group, we long to lead with empathy. And that's why we've made a commitment to donate 10% of our profits to a charity supporting environmentally friendly practices. We've worked to build up our company with a sense of community and have prioritized building relationships with each customer in order to keep them satisfied. Finally, we want to make sure the impact of our company goes far beyond just our product. So we've included information about how each item in our kit is environmentally friendly on our website.
So now that you've heard about all we have to offer, we want to focus on you all, our potential customers, and allow you to learn more about what our product can provide you in your daily life.
Our kit features items that can be used all across your home as opposed to traditional eco-friendly kits, which may only include items geared towards a specific area of the home. As a product with a competitive and affordable price, we believe our kit truly encourages our customers to be more eco-friendly, as they will be able to introduce environmentally conscious products into their homes. As mentioned previously, environmental education is a huge pillar of our company, as we want our consumers to learn more about the impact that they're making each time they opt for one of our more sustainable swaps. Our product has a long-term investment, as each one is made to last and to be used for years to come. It is our hope that in purchasing our kit, our consumers will save more money overall, as they won't be purchasing single-use items or lower quality goods. Finally, our kit is beneficial not only for our consumers, but for the planet as a whole, as our consumers are decreasing their carbon footprints.
Ready to learn more? Feel free to scan the QR code on the screen in order to access the official Tierra Amor website. Our product is launching soon. In addition, you can also view our Instagram account at tierraamor.ja, and you can contact us via our email if you're interested in investing or have any questions or comments. Thank you all for your time.
Wonderful. Great job, guys. And so our turn over to the panel, and just Accenture will be our next group after this. And if you guys want to leave your QR code up while you're asking questions, that's fine.
I can go first this time. I thought this was lovely. I really like this concept. As a very cool child, I was part of the litter patrol, so I'm committed to environmental sustainability. I really am. But I really like this idea. And I think one thing that you've tapped into, which is really great, is this idea that people just love kits in general, and the idea of putting this thing together, of having something just come all put together. I thought in general, your presentation flowed really, really well. I love that you guys all have different roles and that you shared those with us. So I kind of felt like I could ask, I guess, if I'm asking Sam Shita, it's finance, I heard the Sam in your name. So, and I think maybe she's in sales. So I kind of like that you guys started to put that out, because it helps you kind of understand in your business how you're operating and helps people know who to go to. I do have 2 questions. The box that you showed us, are those your main products? Are those are your set products?
Yes, those are our set products.
Okay. And do we just order one, or is this a monthly subscription?
You would just order one. Ideally, we were talking about at the beginning of the program having it be a monthly subscription, but because we only run through March and are going to start selling in February, we didn't really think it would make that much sense just for the duration of our company.
Sure. That makes sense. I would say, I definitely think as your business grows, you have an opportunity, a market opportunity here to create a monthly subscription. My only suggestion would be just the human brain and psychology, the way we think. People like themes. And so I would wonder if what you might want to do is think about different themes for different groups. So I don't know if this is like my school sustainability project, kit, or my traveling sustainability kit, or different things like that, or in the office kit, just because I do think depending on who you are, like different things might be useful, or even the opportunity as you're able to source more products. Kind of where you, like I said, the monthly subscription where you throw everything in, let people pay for what they want and send the other thing back. And I feel like, I don't know if I've actually heard one that's really thinking about, okay, here's all this stuff that you actually want. We've just done all the research for you. Here are the products. I think people really appreciate that. So great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all the positive feedback.
Well, Oscar, you want to go, or?
Sure. So I loved what you said about sustainability not being a buzzword. And I love the branding and the general aesthetic on these slides. I think it's really nice, really modern. Couple things to consider. So you might consider either using the tote bag or some other type of reusable container as the packaging to kind of make it even more sustainable, but also reduce your cost. Also, I know you said that the environmental benefits and the stats are on your website. Something you might consider doing is putting them on whatever packaging you end up using. So if you keep the box, you may consider just like printing it on there, because that way the value is really obvious to the customer and it serves kind of as a reminder. And then finally, I think that you ought to consider changing your idea of this is a long-term investment to this actually gives you cost savings in the long term. Because one, I think when people hear investment, they think like scary, expensive, but also, you know, there's going to be a subset of people that don't really care about being sustainable. But if you tell them that you can save money by doing this in the long term, then suddenly you've got a buyer there. So those are the things I'd think about.
Thank you. That's great advice.
Hey, everybody. I totally agree with Oscar and Samantha. They have some great points. I'll start by saying that I think your presentation was great. It felt really put together, just very polished. So kudos there. I also really like your mission. I love how you just kind of kept bringing it back to sustainability and why you do what you do. It really resonated with me. I would encourage you to keep that up as you do like social media ads and other things. Keep telling the story about why, because people really fall in love with that kind of mission-centric work. I love your target audience. You have 14 to 30. The price point is great. Something I consider much around what Samantha was saying is that maybe different types of kids, right? Different themes. I was thinking more along the lines of just different price points, right? So maybe it's like a starter kit, superstar kit, right? But you could really upsell even beyond $25 if you truly wanted to. That's all I have for you. So just think about differentiation, different price points, different people that could afford it, but it's something really powerful.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much.
All right, great job, guys. And so next will be a group from Accenture.
You guys see it? I don't know how to.
We see Diversity Kitchen.
Mhm. I don't know how to turn on my camera. Okay, I got it. All right. Hi, I'm Akshay. My teammates are Sanara and Bukhari, and together we are the sales team representing Accenture. We're proud to present you our product, Help I Can't Cook. All right. Tired of that boring little scrambled egg mom makes every morning before 5? Want 5-star quality in 5 minutes? Well, then look no further than our recipe book, Help I Can't Cook. This recipe book contains quick, easy, and delicious meals from around the world, quite literally, that any novice can embark on. And if that's not the case, we have plenty of recipes to be used with an air fryer.
All right, so this is our company, Help I Can't Cook. Our company is a nonprofit business. That's something unique about our company. We'll be donating all of our proceeds and profits to a local food bank. And yeah, so that's a big part of our thing. We want to give back to food companies, and we also want to, give back to the community.
All right, there's quite a few problems when dealing with food. One of them is reduced spending on groceries. Due to inflation, the price of groceries have gone up tremendously. I remember a couple of days ago, I went to get up a dozen of eggs, and the cost has increased to like 4.50 cents, which is crazy because a couple months ago, I could have sworn they were like $1 each. And it's not just eggs, it's a bunch of other stuff like red meat. Their prices have gone up. But our solution is that we use affordable grocery items such as pasta, dairy, and more. Another problem is that college students, professionals, and young adults get bored of food very quickly. This issue actually came up when one of our members said that college students get bored of campus's food very quickly. For that, we provide quick and easy meals that most campuses probably won't have. And our last issue is the lack of community. Using homemade recipes from each one of our members, we create a sense of community through cultural awareness. And from that, we can create unity within the community.
All right, so if you're wondering how to get the cookbook, our company will initially purchase 50 books from our manufacturer. We are allowing pre-orders
for our book, which are going to be around $25. And to view more, we have a link to our website, which is that right there. If you're wondering about our launch date, we unfortunately do not have an official launch date, but our estimate time to launch is a week from now. And to explain a little bit more of our pricing, to make the book, it costs about $9 to $10, excluding shipping. This is the price for like an 8x8-inch book that is in color and has around 50 to 100 pages. Our prices are expected to fluctuate and subject to change depending on like how our actual book comes out and things like that. And the link to our manufacturer is right here as well.
All right, there's 3 different methods we're gonna market this product. The first is that we're gonna host stands at local events in Philadelphia, such as marathons, booths, concerts, sporting events, high school campuses, colleges campuses, you name it. Our second method is that we will work with food banks and organizations to market our cookbook and get guidance on how to improve our cookbook through our own social media, which we'll show in the next slide. And using our social media, we'll get the feedback from it and reach out to people who has had success with previous cookbook. And our third option is that there will be a pre-order for customers who want to get it early. Pre-order reserves spot for the customers before they're ready.
All right, so the screenshots that you see here are examples of how our social media pages will look, and kind of similar to our website as well. So we have our logo and just things that we want to feature for our company.
All right, this is what the contents of our cookbook is going to look like. All the way on the left, they say Diversity Kitchen. We have the name of the book, which is Diversity Kitchen, and our motto, Fight Against Hunger, which will eventually donate the profits to a food bank. We haven't decided yet, but you have the cover right here, the dedication, and then the picture of the food and the recipe, all the way on the right.
All right, if you're interested in anything else in our company or knowing more about our company, here's a QR code, as well as you'll be able to place pre-orders with that QR code.
That's it.
Great job, guys. Before our panel asks questions, the next group will be the group from Pfizer. And so I'll turn it over to our panel.
I was going to let Oscar go first this time. That being said, so first of all, I love the title, Help I Can't Cook. I just think it's really catching and clever. Question, when you came on, did you introduce 4 people in your presentation?
It's just me, Sanara, and Bukhari.
All right, got you. And then, so I had a couple of questions, and apologies, but did I hear Bukhari speak?
No, Bukhari had a task where he timed us.
Gotcha. So I feel like you guys did a good job of going through all of the information. Like I said, I love the title and the concept. I feel like I have a few questions after your presentation. The first one is actually just really light. When you gave the example of the Instagram page, was that one that you created already with your logo?
No, we created the logo. We haven't made the Instagram yet. Those 2 pictures were like models of it.
Got you. And then for your cookbook, you mentioned that the recipes came from members of your team.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm looking at what looks like a beautifully colorful mock-up so far. Who took the photos and made the food? Or are these mock photos, or are these actual photos of the food that you guys created and the recipes?
So that is just a model. We haven't taken pictures. Our plan is to, we haven't actually made a recipe yet. We made that cover just for this sale pitch, but we are planning to get our own photographer and take pictures of our own food and cook it. So we are in the process of that.
Got you. There's actually a place in Philadelphia that you can do that. If you really are getting ready to do that, let me know, and I'm happy to suggest. It's in a school too, so they kind of work with other nonprofits. The other other thing I would ask you though is about the nonprofit portion. I know Sanira, apologize if I'm mispronouncing. Naira, you mentioned that you guys are going to be donating all of your proceeds and profits to a local food bank, which sounds really amazing. But just kind of putting on my business hat on the corporate attorney side, my first thought is, well, how will you support your business, right? If you are getting rid of all your proceeds and profits. So I would just wonder, as opposed to maybe, I understand that you guys are fighting food issues and hunger issues, which I love that concept. But even just the process of marketing what you're doing and sending it out is going to have, cost. So when you say that you're donating all of your proceeds, is that after you've already considered all of your business costs, or versus maybe doing a percentage that goes to these different organizations? Or is it everything? What's your thought process there?
I can touch more base on this. So we were learning more about like what it means to be a nonprofit. And I think one of the things that we learned is like if you work with a nonprofit, you kind of pay yourself first, or I don't know the exact like guideline of it, but you like put money toward yourself first, and then the rest of the money like would go toward whatever you donate to. So that's kind of like our plan. It would be to pay ourselves first and then donate the rest of the money, but it's still considered a nonprofit. They explained it much better at Accenture, but that's like kind of like the quick, brief explanation of it.
No, that's absolutely fine. And I heard you answer already why you guys chose to be a nonprofit. So I think that is very cool. I would just say, as you're going through your business, just be careful to be clear about what your budget and your own costs are, so that you guys are really able to continue and have a sustainable business of your own that you can continue to donate from. So I think this sounds very, very cool. And I'm going to pass it over to one of the other judges or panelists. My apologies.
I can go next. So I like the idea. I like how you went through the diversity angle, and I like how you're kind of building it from the ground up. You're putting the recipes together, getting the book printed. I really like and respect that. A couple of things to think about. So make sure you have a second and third set of eyes on your materials, just to make sure you don't have any typos in the final book itself. So I think that's one thing that's a good practice, just anytime you put something in print. So I think the big challenge that you have in your business is that recipes are everywhere, right? Like people can buy a million other cookbooks, or people can go online. So then you have to kind of answer the question for people, why should they buy this particular cookbook? And so a couple of ideas for you. I think you need to kind of flesh out your story on the whole diversity piece and the title of it. So something you might consider is like, this book has recipes you might not find anywhere else because they're so diverse, or this recipe ties into like the true diverse heart of Philadelphia. I think that's really interesting. And then the other thing is, you mentioned you're a nonprofit. You mentioned one of your channels is working with food banks and other organizations to sell your book. What you may consider is some type of co-branding arrangement with them. So what I mean by that is, maybe if you are selling at a particular nonprofit, maybe you let them put a sticker on the cover of the book that has their logo on it too, and they can sell it for you and split the profits. That does two things, right? One, it gives them an incentive to sell it for you. Two, it helps people, and really does three things. People will associate your brand with the stronger brand of that other nonprofit and be more likely to buy the book. So overall, great, really respect what you're doing, and really respect that you're trying to help people and increase food security in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I totally echo. It's just amazing, right? The fact that you guys are so young and already taking on these major life-changing themes and topics is really inspiring tonight. So thank you for that. Just a few quick things. I agree with a lot of what folks said already, but I will add, I think, yeah, it's all about differentiation, right? How do you separate? Again, you have like the Worst Cooks in America TV show. I mean, there's definitely like a trend out right now, like really showcasing people who don't really know how to cook well, right? So again, it's just finding that unique niche. I think for you guys, right, the fact that this will be written by teens or youth is major. So maybe you drive home that point, but really, really find out what makes you unique and then stick to it. I also would say consider not being a nonprofit. Right? I know that you love the charitable element, and I think it's incredible. And I think you can still do what you want to do, which is still make your proceeds. If you don't have to be a nonprofit to do that. I'm a master's in nonprofit management, and I'm all about people not going that route unless they really, really, really have a strong case to do it, right? Because I heard you guys say, well, we want to kind of pay ourselves first and do other things. Having a business will give you a little more flexibility in that area, for sure. So just some considerations, right? You can absolutely be a community conscious business. So just something to think about, but really good.
Great job, guys. And then so our next group will be the group of Pfizer.
Can everyone see?
Yep.
According to the New York Times, introducing young kids to important topics can be crucial in their development. However, many parents and guardians often struggle to begin these conversations. We created our company, Youthful Thinkers, to solve this problem. I'm Arhan, the president.
I'm Gia, a member of the marketing department.
I'm Christine, VP of Customer Service and Sales.
I'm Lauren, a member of the supply chain department.
And I'm Bhavya, I'm a member of the finance department.
And our mission is to give kids an expanded worldview, using stories and activities to encourage meaningful conversations. And we envision a world where future leaders can be introduced to important topics, to important social issues at a young age in an appropriate and engaging way.
Our product is a book of short stories designed to introduce, educate, and cause conversations in kids from ages 5 to 10 about important topics in our modern day.
Our product will give children a better understanding of issues going on around the world. From our market research, we found out that 87% of parents want us to include topics of social justices. 81% of parents want us to include topics of the environment, and another 81% want us to include diversity. With this, we will include stimulating activities such as conversation starters and crafts in hopes that the kid will understand what they're reading and how it affects the world.
Most of our sales will be made through the website. We will be pitching the product to our friends, family, teachers, coaches, and more. We will also be marketing on social media and we'll be making a commercial. Now, why should customers buy our product? We know that educating children on relevant topics is very important because we have experienced the harmful effects of misinformation and miscommunication firsthand as children. To solve this problem early on, we made sure that our book would appeal to our young audience. We have also made our book interactive to keep our young audience engaged and to encourage meaningful conversations. But what makes our book truly unique is that it's written for youth by youth. We will be using our diversity and different viewpoints to create a story that is relevant to this generation and will hopefully cause an impact. To further our impact on the world, we will also be donating a part of our profits to charity that focuses on teaching and empowering children. We will start pre-sales soon and will hopefully have an in-person sales day.
Now let's look at the financial breakdown of our company. Youthful Thinkers has raised $500 in capital through shares. We have just finished selling 100 shares of our company priced at $5 each. Our target is to promote the pre-sale in about 1 month, during which we plan to sell enough books at $20 each to cover the material costs. We have allocated a budget of $50 towards marketing expenses, which would include advertising on social media and other forms of campaigns. We are estimating the total cost to make the books and printing to be roughly $800. Based on these numbers, the cost to produce each book will be around $5, and we plan to sell them again for $20. This price was determined by the results of the market research survey we conducted. It also prompted us to include the shipping fees within our $20 price. Our estimated profit is $1,652, and again, we would like to donate 10% of this to a charity, leaving us with a return on investment of 297%. Make sure to follow our social media accounts to buy our product and start having meaningful conversations. Thank you.
Great job, guys. And so, Akko, you guys will be our final group. But first, I'll turn it over to our panel.
Hey, so I really love this idea. I think that you captured something really magical here, which is that it is possible to use stories to introduce heavy topics in a very appropriate way. So kudos on that. I think that the big element you're missing here is, this is just my opinion, right? My opinion is that no matter what you write, right, people are going to interpret it in different ways. So I think you need to get some type of third party to give you a little bit of social proof here. So if you notice, like when you buy books, like usually on the back of the book, there's like reviews or quotes from like other people in the field. You may consider like reaching out to like maybe some college professors or even some like PhD students and ask if they'll give you a quote or a review that you can put on the book. That way you're getting sort of an expert opinion on some of the stories, and you're also like building up the credibility and the proof for the book, which will make people more likely to buy it. But that was my only feedback. I think the idea is great.
We actually are planning on getting a sensitivity editor.
That's great.
Hey guys, I think you did a wonderful job. Still taking a lot of notes on you. There's a lot here for sure. I think your presentation was believable, was really polished. To me, it was kind of like ready for a group TED Talk kind of vibe. I like that a lot. I love that you had senior leadership titles already. There's just a lot to this that really stuck out to me. A very relevant topic, I think, especially with all this going on right around the country, around the world, in regards to education and these major topics. I think it's really smart that you're like, hey, let's do a book and kind of do this unconventionally. I would say that you might want to focus in though on how you promote. It could be really tempting to do a commercial, because I heard you say that in particular, right? But why? Right? It's kind of like you just need to go to the, let's say like 2 to 3 places max, right? The 2 to 3 places that will resonate the most with your target audience. And yours is a little unique because it's for kids, but the kids aren't the buyers, right? The buyers are really the teachers, the parents, the nonprofit org heads. So really take some time to say, where are the 2 to 3 places that those people are at the most, and how can we promote to them the most cost affordably? Something to consider too is PR. Right? I'm a former publicist, and actually I'll say this to you, but I think you guys could absolutely be in the news for this, right? And that's free, and that's not advertising. That's like free write-ups, free articles, free TV appearances. So kind of think in that lane.
I'm a huge book person, so I love this. Like, I'm the auntie that gets books for my nieces and nephews, or experiences. I'm sure they love all the books, but one of the things that I've also noticed really is the trend among my friends who are having children, which is really similar, that they're asking for books for a baby shower. So one, I think that combined with the fact the topic here is like wonderfully spot on. I think Oscar mentioned what makes this so cool. And one thing that I love that you put out here is what we call your unique value proposition, right? And that is the for youth by youth piece. And so just explain to me, when you say for youth by youth, because I think you said your target market is 2 to 5, or is it 5 to 10?
Our target market of 5 to 10.
Okay, you went out for 2 seconds. Gotcha. Okay. And then who are the story writers? When you say youth, is that you guys or other 5 to 10-year-olds with edits? Because who's writing the stories? What youth would that be, you guys?
It's us writing the story, and then we'd all vote on like which stories we see in the actual book.
That's awesome.
Our supply chain department is pretty much handling all the logistics of that, looking at the stories, making sure, polishing them as needed, and really handling those decisions. But the company members are more than welcome to submit as many stories as they would like for various topics.
Very, very cool. And on the pitch side, one of the things that I think, I just love that you guys are writing them and that it's for the youth. I do think that is a very cool piece. And I think to the marketing piece that Roger kind of mentioned, if you really play on that as you're pushing it out, adults like hearing from children and youth. And so really just, to your point, those are your buyers, right? So really think about that. I would say one of the things that I thought was really great in your presentation me back up and say this. There's a lot of reasons that you do a pitch, right? And so, or there are a few, right? You're either pitching for awareness, you're pitching for feedback, or you're pitching for investors. And one of the things that or pitching for practice, right? One of the things that I think is really interesting here is that I feel like you did such a great job with the financial breakdown that it's close to pitching for investors, right? Because you're letting us know where the return on our investment comes in. And Oscar mentioned this some, and I know you guys talked about your having a sensitivity editor, but I also loved when I heard you talk about the parents' research and how you did that initial research to figure out what kind of stories you should be putting in your books. And I think if this kind of measured and kind of sensitive and thoughtful approach is one that you continue to push. And then honestly, really, it sounds like you're doing really great as far as the finance and getting folks in and you understand your numbers. I think this was a really strong presentation. I love the book and let me know when it comes out. So I think really, really good job. You guys are just, every single one of these is just so cool to hear. So great job.
Is that everyone? Yep. Okay. And so our last but not least, we have Aqua.
Hello, my name is Levin Thompson. My position is president, and our company name is Plants for a Purpose. Our slogan is Plants that give a smile and go the extra mile. My teammates are Max, Katie, Emma, and Charlie.
Hi, I'm Emma, and I'm the Vice President of our marketing team. And for our mission, when looking to create products as a team, we decided on two things. We wanted to be able to spread happiness and create a product that everyone loves while also helping our environment. This is when we brainstormed and decided on a simple plant with a plant pond, and a percentage of our profits going to be donating to efforts to combat climate change and other issues involving our planet's health.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm also a member of our marketing team. Our product is a snake plant that comes in a ceramic pot. We're going to market these plants as decorations that will also help the environment. We're going to personalize these plants by adding stickers with different creative puns that will make us unique and add a reason to choose our plants. It gives people a decoration for their house or a desk and also fulfills people by giving them a chance to put money towards efforts that will help combat climate change.
Hi, I'm Max. I'm part of the finance team. So we decided to make Plants for a Purpose a self-funded business. So each of us invested $13 for a total of $182 in startup capital. This gave us the funds to order the supplies we needed to make 25 plants. And we chose to be self-funded as we didn't want to have the responsibility of having to pay back investors. And then each plant that we sell, we will have a profit margin of about $5.
Hello, I'm Katie, and I'm the VP of sales and the supply chain. So at first, we planned on having our product be a kit. However, we made a survey and more people wanted a set plant rather than a make-it-yourself type plant. And we chose snake plants because they're long-lasting and low maintenance. So people who don't have that much experience are able to maintain this as well. So our things that we needed to get were snake plants, topsoil, ceramic pots, ribbons, cellophane bags, which are biodegradable, and custom stickers. So snake plants are usually above $20, but ours are only $12. And 15% of our proceeds are going to a local charity called Haverford Climate Action, whose goals is to stop global warming. You can buy this by filling out a pre-sold Google form that we are still currently working on. We are selling in person and we're only shipping locally. This would be us personally shipping it out to you due to the risk of dirt falling out. You can contact us at our email, plantsforapurposeja@gmail.com, or our Instagram at plantsforapurpose.ja.
This is an example of our social media. This was our first Instagram post. It includes our slogan, and it also includes what the product would potentially look like. with the sticker going on the ceramic pot. Our social medias are just going to be a way of free advertisement to get out to many different people and to reach different groups that might enjoy our products.
That is all. Do we have any questions?
Great job, guys.
You guys did a really great job. I like your colors. Obviously, they're natural, right, for what you're selling, but it just works. I think you did a nice job with your presentation as well. A lot of good team chemistry there. Something I consider though is again differentiation. And I'm not saying like a broken record with that, but again, what makes you unique? You kind of got there, but I want you to chip away at those layers a bit more to find out what is it? Is it the sayings on the plant? Is it the fact that it's a charitable mission? Is it the color of the plant, right? There's got to be something that really, really resonates. So, and that's a fun activity, right? Find out what makes you unique. I also would encourage you to think about scalability, right? Because I love that you guys are self-funded, that you're not relying on, money from others. But if this really takes off, right, you might have more orders than you can kind of fulfill. So just think about how big do you want to go and how can you kind of maintain the steady growth. But nice job.
I would say great job, guys. Again, another just great flowing presentation. I really liked your tagline, plants that give a smile and go the extra mile. That's how it was. I really like that. I do have one question for you. Can you explain a little more the amount of stickers that an individual receives and how that part works?
Each plant will come with one sticker put on it to kind of personalize the plant. Like the stickers are coming with the plant. It's not like an extra thing. So like each plant could come with a variety of, like one plant could come with a certain pun. Like the first one we used was you grow girl as our pun in our plant in our Instagram post, but we also have different ones that we have a whole list of them, but only one will be with each plant.
Got you. Okay. Thank you for answering that. Also, I meant to say I really love your plant puns. I saw the "You Grow Girl" on there. I thought that was funny. But one of the things that I think Roger kind of mentioned this, and I'll just go back to this, and it's one of the biggest things you hear when I'm sitting in these investment meetings is what's your unique value proposition, right? Again, what is it that says this is why I'm going to buy your plant? And it could be that I think I heard you mention plant puns. I also, the impact piece, right? We had another company on tonight that was also advertising, a different type of plant. So thinking about what makes you even different from that company and why, I might end up with a bonsai and a snake tree, but understanding what the difference is between the two companies, I think would be really valuable. I think honestly, I definitely like something around the puns. And then to the other point, on your local selling plan, how would that work? Is that you guys going out to farmers markets, shops, and is it selling yourself or having other companies sell them for you and you're just kind of dropping them off? How would that work?
So we are bulk buying them from a local place called Plant Roots in our local area. And we're getting them and then we are delivering them back to us. And then we have to put the topsoil back in the pot, in case any of it is lost. And then we are selling in person and we're delivering it to our friends, family, and other people in the local area due to the risks.
Got you. Thank you. Thank you. And then I heard you guys mention that risk one or two times. Is there something that this is not necessarily a question you have to answer, but maybe there's something you can do around the packaging, maybe research some other plant packaging that helps eliminate some of that, because it sounds like I could see it getting pretty messy. And then otherwise, the only other feedback I would have for you guys is great numbers. Again, I like that you guys kind of walk through, what your pricing looks like, your local strategy. And I liked you kind of sharing the information about why you chose to self-invest at this time. So great job. And I love all the earth focused things. So good job, you guys.
Hey, I love that you use data to help develop your product, like how you didn't go the DIY angle. I thought that was smart. I love the slogan. Especially towards the beginning of your pitch, it was a little bit wordy. So like try to just simplify the message a little bit so that people that are hearing it for the first time can really get it like quickly and easily, and then you can go in depth. And then you may consider, like, since you have different plants with the different puns on them, you may consider like advertising them as a collection so that people might buy more than one because they want to collect them all, so to say. And then the last thing I'd say is I love that you shared that you're self-funded. To me, that shows that you really believe in your idea. Just try to be careful. Don't try to not make it sound like you were like almost scared to raise money or like you didn't want the responsibility to someone else. I would just frame it as you just believed in your idea so strongly or something along those lines. Overall, great job.
Thank you for all of your advice you're giving us.
Also, thank you for all the feedback.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Awesome job, guys. So I'm actually going to take over the screen really quickly. Briefly, just right before we go, that was incredible, and I want to thank all of our students, who took their time out of their busy lives to put together this little presentation here for you guys tonight. Students, I hope you got a lot out of this. And I just really want to congratulate and thank you again. And I'm so excited to see where you guys come up with and where you guys end up in a couple of months. So speaking of next couple of months, well, first of all, I do want to mention the recording of tonight will be available on our YouTube channel, and it should be the same link as the one you used to join tonight. But I'll send it out again just to make sure you have it. But anyways, to talk about the next couple of months. So briefly, I want to talk about our J Entrepreneurship Summit. This is kind of our year-end celebration event of J Company Program After School. It's an in-person event where representatives from each student company present about their journey throughout the program and have opportunities to network with each other and VIPs and business leaders in our community. There's also a competition element. Students compete for individual awards and scholarship money, as well as the Best Company Award, which comes with a chance to attend our national conference with an all-expenses-paid trip to Washington, D.C. And if you look on the slide right now, these are all images from our Entrepreneurship Summit from last year. We will have many, many more details to come about this event, but tonight I'm very excited to announce that it will be hosted by Drexel University's closed School of Entrepreneurship. It will be hosted at Drexel's campus. And it will be the afternoon of Thursday, April 27th, 2023. As I said, mark your calendars. We'll have all the information you could want and they've run up, but I just want to make sure that that we're very excited for this event and you guys can mark your calendars tonight. And make sure, obviously, follow our students on social media. That a lot of them share their Instagrams and all of that. But make sure you're following JA to make sure you have the most up-to-date news from us. So again, thank you to our students. Thank you to our VIP panelists for giving it some of your time tonight. And with that, I bid you all a good night and thank you so much again.